Welcome to the Stadion Nuremburg, and Dieter Hecking on the right-hand side here, the head coach from Nuremburg, still waiting for the first home win this season. On the left is Bruno Labbadia, the visiting coach, with Stuttgart's worst ever start in the Bundesliga, just 2 points after 5 games. We join the game in the very first minute. Stuttgart, the visiting team, from left to right in white. And in the red on the right-hand side is Nuremberg. Well, we had a throw here in this first minute from Pinola. And take a look at Marcus Antonio on his very first Bundesliga game with an awful mistake. One that he will never, ever forget. And the crowd neither. The 24-year-old Brazilian with an awful mistake, feeding Vedad Ibisevic. Well, that was a very easy goal indeed here for the Stuttgart bosses. The 4th goal for Stuttgart and the very first for Ibisevic in the Bundesliga this season. Well, 9 minutes into the game, and the home team did reply, but offside, and it was a close affair. The header from Marcus Antonio almost redeeming himself, and then Tim Klose got it into the back of the net. I couldn't believe why that goal did not remain. A couple of minutes later, take a look again. Marcus Antonio. Yes, you guessed it. Another horrible mistake. A big blunder that could have resulted in the 2-0. Raphael Holzhauser, the 19-year-old, put the effort wide. Dieter Hecking had enough. After watching this from the sidelines, luckily for him, he didn't get the action replay. Marcus Antonio came off, and on came Hanno Balic. Well, that was a bad Bundesliga debut. 27 minutes, nearly half an hour played. Nuremberg, though, were looking for the equaliser. And here, a former Stuttgart player, Timo Gebhardt, found some room. His shot, though, deflected by the skipper from Stuttgart, Setanta. A few minutes later, and all of a sudden the home team decided that it was about time they started playing football. Testing the goalkeeper, Sven Ulreich. Almog Cohen, the Israeli international. Well, a minute into stoppage time of the first half, and Nuremberg really wanted that goal before the half-time whistle. In the centre, the header from Peckhardt. Down the left wing, it was Mike France who found the room and saw Peckhardt in his room in the centre. Couldn't quite keep the header down, though. Well, at half-time, 1-0 for the visitors, and that was sealed with a kiss. We join the game in the second half, 54 minutes played. Getting it to Raphael Holzhauser, who took a pot shot that wasn't far away. The man between the posts is called Raphael Schäfer for Nuremberg. He's a Nuremberg hero, not only today. An hour played. Free kick, Hiroshi Kiyotaka. And the Stuttgart keeper is called Sven Ulreich. He too, a great keeper. Well, still 1-0 for Labbadia, but the question was, for how long? The other question, how long would Boca run into the opponent's half without being stopped? The answer, not at all. Ibisevic, Harnik, 2-0. Martin Harnik, the Austrian international, with his 3rd goal of the season. Brought his team with 15 minutes remaining into a comfortable 2-goal lead. It was an original great run by Boca, who stopped dead in his tracks, and then Harnik finished it off in style. Well, with 10 minutes remaining, Nuremberg still had those minutes in which to score 2 goals. This was one of the last chances, though. It arrived to Thomas Peckhardt in the centre after the cross from Polter. Well, Hecking, first 3 games from him were 2 wins and a draw. The last 2 have been defeats, and trailing here still by 2-0. And on 84 minutes, it could have got worse. Schäfer was there to stop Artur Boca scoring his first goal, the man from the Ivory Coast. Well, for Dieter Hecking, he'd had enough. He stormed into the catacombs, and this was the Stuttgart hero, Vedad Ibisevic, with his first goal. The first 3 points for Stuttgart. Nuremberg 0, Stuttgart 2.